is Guesdon, and I'm the creative director of Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag.
We're outnumbered, mate. It's not the first time, can we? And it won't be the last. Take no quarter, lads, and give none neither!
First things first, why pirates?
Why pirates? Because pirates are cool. I mean, everybody likes pirates, and we understood why. It's because they really represent, the pure sense of freedom, rebellion, and adventure. And so, beside that, we realized that we were ready to deliver this big, massive game that people are waiting for a long time now. We knew how to build cities, natural environments, and naval battles like in AC3. So we decided that it was time to bring this big pirate game to life.
So you had the potential basically to choose another character, an entirely different character, but you went for Connor's grandfather. I mean,
yes.
Was that a response to his involvement in AC3?
Well, no, actually, when we decide about a setting, I mean, we always do tons of researches to see what time period would be the best. And so when we did these researches, we realized that the Golden Age piracy, the one that was the most interesting for us, was at the beginning of the 18th century, roughly between 1715 and 1720. Because at that exact moment in the Caribbean, the most famous pirates gathered all together. I mean, we're talking about Calico Jack Rackham, Charles Vane, Benjamin Hornigold, Edward Thatch, Blackbeard, and the famous women pirates. So in these years, these men and women tried to create this first republic, this first democratic society in the Caribbean, and that was the perfect setting. And so it was set 70 years prior to Connor's adventure, and we realized that we could have a link. How narrative is important for AC, and so having this nice link between them was appealing to us.
So what are you actually showing at E3? What's your focus to show the media and the fans here?
Well, we have several demos that run on the booth. We have this big, spectacular mission that we saw at Sony, and here a live demo every day in the UB booth. But we also have one demo that showcases what the game is in its core essence. We call it the Horizon demo. It lasts for 15 minutes, and we have some more on the side to really show the world that what we promised a few months ago at the announcement was real. I mean, this demo really showcases you take an assassin contract on a village, and the chase that goes on the ground automatically switch without any loading, totally seamlessly into a naval chase. You attack the ship, launch the boarding, once again no loading, your crew jump until the other ship, and you keep going to some other locations.
So what new gameplay innovations can players expect when they pick the game up in November?
Well, definitely the Naval Boarding is probably one of our key breakthrough, because it's not like AC3, where it was really self-contained missions and that you were only at the helm basically of the ship. You could never really do what you wanted to do. This time with the Jackdaw, you will be able to leave the wheel, release the wheel wherever you want, and just simply like that be free of your movements, climb the mast, or swim and jump into the water and swim to this little playa that you want to explore. It's freedom and exploration at its maximum.
How much of that is part of the game? I mean, obviously it's a part of the game, but are we going to be doing that a lot of time? Is it half the game doing that kind of stuff?
Well, honestly, it's up to you. It's really hard to give statistics. In the main pass, in the main story, we will have maybe 30% of the missions that takes place at sea, and the rest is on ground. But in terms of when it comes to exploration, it's much more important. The whole economy is based around the Jackdaw progression, because if you want to reach some locations, you will have to defeat the guardians of the location, so big galleon, forts, and if your ship is not ready to fight that, then you will have some problems.
There's lots of sunken treasure as well, right? Being a pirate, that's a natural thing, right?
We will have some, yes, but we really want to tell more the story of the real piracy, and not the caricature behind that. So yes, we will have some treasure. Obviously, it's part of the exploration, of the adventure feeling. But for example, some of them will bring you not just tons of money, but actual blueprints, which are needed to upgrade your ship at its maximum. So once again, it's merging and having gameplay loops, an economic system that makes you explore even more.
So the frontier scenes were big in AC3. How have you evolved that for AC4?
We have tons of natural environments, but the way we decided to tackle that was to take basically the same amount of ground surface, but divide it into many, many different locations. So we have literally dozens, if not 100, more than 100 of locations, including all the little playas and sandbanks that you can explore if you want to. And so all these locations are unique, right? There's no two the same. So we have plantations, fishermen villages, smuggler caves, tons of other stuff. So ancient Mayan ruins that are all unique and full of content. So collectibles, but also missions, side missions, and a little gameplay also.
Can you walk the plank?
No.
No?
No, because actually pirates were not doing that.
Oh, really?
No. It's from Robert Louis Stevenson, Treasure Island. But our historians told us, we're afraid it's a myth, so this is not in the game.
What about parrots on the shoulder, or is that another myth?
It is, exactly. We will have parrots in the nature for sure, but we won't have any, parrot with a hook and saying "ar." We really want to stay true to the brand core values, and historical accuracy is still important. But it doesn't prevent from fun, though. Fun will be here.
So it's probably this kind of period. It's a really awkward period. It's these cross-generational games. How tricky as a developer is that?
Well, traditionally we always push the limits, and basically we develop for bigger than what the current gen of console were able to support. So now we're just we continue to push even further, and we're really happy because this new generation of console really allow us to show to the world the beauty of the world that we are actually creating for every game, but that the current gen console were not able to display basically. So with the next gen, you will see Assassin's Creed in all its beauty.
Are you concerned about Assassin's Creed burnout? I mean, it seems to be going with Call of Duty, especially a title every year. Fans are getting a little bit kind of complacent, a little bit burnt out. Assassin's Creed now is in a yearly kind of iteration model. Are you concerned about that at all?
Not really, because I think that as long as we deliver quality, people will follow. AC3 has sold more than 12 million units, and I think the love of the fan is still here. And I'm really proud about what we make, for AC4 Blackflag, because it's a true, legit AC game that fans will recognize the pillars of the franchise, but it's totally different. It's the freshest AC ever since AC1. And the pillars, the foundations of the franchise are perfect because we can, while staying true to the franchise, explore different settings and time periods every time. So we can surprise players every year. There's no fatigue there.
So the engine for Assassin's Creed 3, it was a new engine, right?
Yes, it was Anvil Next, and we keep pushing this. And actually, Anvil Next, like I was saying, is now used at its full potential with next gen. When you see the smoke, the vegetation, moving for stealth, for example, and the ocean simulation is just amazing.
One of the criticisms with AC3 was it a little bit buggy. I mean, was that because it was a new engine and now you've had a chance to iron that out with AC4?
Well, creating a big, massive open world like that is always very difficult. We are working really hard. We have tons of testers that help us create these two, and we are really focusing on quality on Black Flag.
Okay, so you can jump in the water, you can swim. The sharks, right?
You can?
The sharks.
Yes, the sharks.
Can you punch a shark in the face?
Can you
punch a shark in the face?
You can definitely try to get rid of some sharks swimming after you, but this will be difficult. Assassin's Creed 4 will hit shelves on November the 1st.